they revealed the WWE 2K14 video game cover, which we all knew was The Rock, but it's him on The Rock holding up the microphone, like he's saying, "Do you smell what The Rock's cooking?" That pose he does on the corner. But they said out that there will be a contest for the WWE Universe to create their own cover on the 2K14 website. The winning cover will be on the inside of the video game box, which will be interesting. Plus, Wwe Raw did mention that on the WWE app there would be a voting to decide the match between Orton and Daniel Bryan, whether it will be a street fight, last man standing, or falls count anywhere. I believe it's the choices. And in my opinion, it'll end up being a street fight, because we all know that the app voting is not always left up legitimately to the fans, and oftentimes is rigged to get whatever kind of reaction they feel is necessary. But I'm thinking it'll be a street fight or a falls count anywhere, something, either one of those. But Raw is still live. We got about another hour and a half, or a little more than an hour and a half left, and we're still going strong. Let's get back to it. Public files of what the hell are you thinking, WWE? We have Ryback 101 with the Great Khali, the not so great Khali. And Ryback does get the win via the shell shock. He walks around with Khali on his shoulders a couple times before actually hitting the shell shock. But I do have to wonder, how bad is Ryback if Khali has to be the one who gets the most offense in the match? The match didn't last more than maybe 5 seconds, and Khali got most of the offense in before taking what I believe was Ryback's only offensive move of the match, which was the shell shock. But I have to wonder how bad Khali truly is how bad Ryback truly is if Khali is the one that has to do most of the actual offense in the match. But that's just my wondering and opinion. But we still got more Raw to come, another hour and a half to come, and that match was, so far, that's the only match that I have to wonder what the hell were they thinking in this 3-hour show. But we got more Raw to come. Let's get back to it. I'm not even going to talk about the Cena rallying cry that they tried to put on TV just now. I'm gonna skip past Cena and go on to what I think is a sign of things getting a little better in the hands of Triple H. We have a triple threat number one contenders match for the tag team titles. Tons of Funk, the 3MB, and the Usos to decide who will face the Shield next for the tag team titles in the next title match. I don't know when the title match is actually going to happen, but the Usos pull out a win, setting up the Usos versus the Shield sometime down the line for the tag team titles. I'm hoping that it's at Money in the Bank, but I'm not too sure on that. After the match, the Usos are celebrating until the Shield come out about halfway through the fans like, where the entrance usually comes from. They get about halfway down, and before they stop, and Rollins and Reigns hold up the tag titles as if they'll challenge him to come after them, but the Usos don't. But coming up next, Paul Heyman gives an explanation on where he stands in the CM Punk Brock Lesnar events that happened last Monday. Whose side is Heyman on? I have a feeling, but I know whose side he's on. But we'll hear it straight from Paul Heyman himself coming up next. CM Punk comes out, asks Paul Heyman for explanation on what happened with Brock Lesnar. Heyman claims he had nothing to do with Lesnar coming out, and that once Punk said that Lesnar needed him, that he picked a fight with Brock Lesnar. Heyman brings up the fact that Punk brings up the fact that he's been Heyman's best friend since they were in OVW together when he was the wrestler and Heyman was in charge of the booking. Everyone told Heyman to fire him, but Heyman never would. Heyman then uses that as a way of making Punk realize he's never turned his back on him, and now he's looking for Punk to not turn his back on him when everybody's telling him to. Punk accepts Heyman's explanation and hugs him to end the segment. Coming up next, Punk is in action against Darren Young of the Primetime Players. We all know how it's going to end up, but with the winner being Punk, but it should be a pretty good match. Let's get to it. Stephanie McMahon comes out and announces that the Money in the Bank ladder match for the WWE Championship at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view in 2 weeks will consist of the Big Red Machine Kane, CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, Sheamus, Christian, Randy Orton, and the returning Rob Van Dam. One of these men will have a guaranteed opportunity at the WWE Championship in the next year. But there's still more Raw to come. And plus, we got the announcement backstage. And Vicky Guerrero's office says he wants her to remove Mark Henry from the title match with Cena and replace him and put him in. This is interrupted by Jericho, who says he deserves to be in the WWE Money in the Bank ladder match, considering that he created the concept of the match and that his record since coming back has been near the top of the rankings. Vicky gets so upset that she makes a match between the two of them, between Ryback and Jericho, for the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, which should be interesting to watch. Watch Jericho carry Ryback to a decent match, but that's it, the pay-per-view. We still got more Raw to come. Let's get back to it. Mark Henry comes out to explain what he did last week on Raw, saying that he didn't care anymore about what the people believe or what the people think of him. His only goal is getting the WWE Championship, and that he'll do anything it takes. There's a new Mark Henry, and in 2 weeks, the new Mark Henry will take the WWE Champion. In 3 weeks, in 3 weeks, I should say, the new Mark Henry will take the WWE Championship. Saying that he pulled the wool over everyone's everyone's eyes, including his own family. And he doesn't care what anybody thinks, because his new attitude will bring him the WWE Championship at Money in the Bank. But coming up next, we got Randy Orton versus Daniel Bryan in either a lumberjack match, a street fight, or last man standing, I believe. I can't, no, street fight, lumberjack, or falls count anywhere. I believe it's the stipulations to pick the choices. War is still going on. Let's get back to it. Well, in the middle of the Daniel Bryan, Randy Orton match, main event going on right now. It's the street fight. The choices were lumberjack match, a street fight, or a false count anywhere, I believe it was. The choice, according to the voting, the street fight was chosen, and we're in the middle of that match. Orton just pulled out the first weapon of the match, using a chair to stop Daniel Bryan from doing his dive through the middle, between the top and middle rope to the outside. Orton swung the chair, hit him straight in the head. As we went to commercial, let's get back to it. Daniel Bryan gets a huge win via submission in a street fight with Randy Orton. A little back and forth match that came to an end when Bryan actually locked in the crossface on the anniversary of the tragic motor suicide of Benoit and his family. Chris Benoit and his family. Daniel Bryan wins the match with a crossface. Orton tried to block it with or knock him off with a kendo stick, but Bryan grabbed it and used the stick for more leverage to ultimately force Orton to tap out. After the match, Orton actually seemed to be congratulating Bryan. Orton then left the ring and left Bryan in the ring to celebrate as war went off. So how does this play into Orton, to Daniel Bryan's psyche moving forward into the Money in the Bank pay-per-view? Is he still considering himself the weak link, or does this build confidence going into Money in the Bank that he may actually win? We'll have to wait to see how it turns out this Friday. But remember, I'll be doing the same thing for Thursday Night Impact and Friday Night SmackDown. Plus, remember to check out my sponsors, thedreamelite.com, for your MMA, WWE, and TNA news and info. I'll see you Thursday for Impact and Friday for SmackDown, and next Monday for Raw. See you then.